let me dust this off. Okay. And hello, everybody. Welcome back to
streaming, right?
the podcast of stuff. It's just the podcast. I'm more or less the scene. What we're displayed on right now. Got to dust that off. Episode
Fairs.
370. I clocked it before this. Before we started. It has been 7
You're
weeks.
a better man.
Responsible of
You're
you,
a
sir.
better man
How
than me.
Responsible.
I can't.
Welcome back to Revisited episode.
The amount of times that happens is
Crazy.
unbelievable.
Yeah. I think the only reason is just because I have like my little template thing that basically every time we go up a 10th digit, it's 3-7 star, 3-8 star, what have you.
Cool.
So just make sure I got the titles and stuff right. But yeah, it has been a bit. So we were going over this beforehand. Been a while. We had Easter. So the last one was in April, so we had Easter. It's the first time my girlfriend met my mom and the rest of my family, so that was like, which now I'm just like, oh, that was ages ago. And it was. Then the next weekend was, for me, Sonic Temple, which I'll get into some of the stuff with that. But of course, me being me, I got sick while I was there. And like, I didn't go Saturday, which sucked. Missed some stuff. I missed Mafra coming out with Bring Me the Horizon. Would have loved to see that, but then like Sunday I was feeling a bit better, so I went on Sunday. And I'm like, okay, I think it was just like maybe like my rare one day colds. No, was conked out the rest of the week. Which
You screwed yourself over by getting back in there too soon.
Which my dad actually ended up driving up, and then I met with him that Friday night, but was still feeling a bit icky. He caught my cold. I thought I was on the mend. No, he caught my cold. Which, you know what? I'm going to blame his genetics, because he also was sick the entire week and then had congestion the whole next week. So I'm like, hey, it's my dad's fault.
Wow. Just pass that buck along.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I blame him for the gout, too. So, it's then the next week was, that next week was me being sick, just on the mend. Following week, what was it? You had something? Somebody had something.
Following week was my birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday, so you just wanted to have a birthday day, which is understandable. Next week, BG, well, actually, I don't know if you were sick, now that I think about it. You were sick in a way, because I saw a Facebook post being like, I haven't had this many drinks in a while.
When was that? Oh, no. I had went out the night before.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was not hungover. I was just not feeling the best. It wasn't like a headache thing. It was like a throat congestion. And like whenever I talked, it'd be like, I'd have to clear it.
Every day of my life.
Very reminiscent of you. So I was like, let's not exacerbate this with an hour straight of talking.
Don't just go right back out there the second that you're feeling moderately better. Who would do that?
Who would? And then
So
I
went,
also was,
if I could use the excuse, I'll use the excuse.
Yeah. And then I was also, my girlfriend was also not feeling well, so just helping her out too. So it was just like, and the stars aligned. And then
the week after, I was gonna be out of town,
which is
for a wedding, but I could not make that wedding, so I was feeling pretty down, and I just don't feel like doing it.
And here we are.
Now we're back for 2 more weeks, and then DA and I aren't gonna be here.
Hey,
we're
you know
going
what?
to the
if we do 2 weeks in a row, that's an accomplishment.
We're going to the annual Detroit Burger Battle.
Oh, yeah.
It is the one thing that brings us all together.
I will. You know what? I think for the following week, I'll just have like 5 guys while you're talking about it, and just like mildly be disappointed, but still having a burger.
Yeah. Mine has bacon.
And ketchup.
Only had to take out a second mortgage to afford it.
Everything has, dude. Everything is.
Everything's going up so stupid. I feel so bad for gas people. I feel so bad for them.
It is coming down a little right now, but still. But yeah, we us higher elevated beings on the electric charge.
Yeah, sir.
Don't have to deal with that. But so I'll talk at least a teeny bit of Sonic Temple, and then if there's for whatever you guys would want to talk about over the last month and some change, you can. Sonic Temple, first 2 days, very good. Big things were My Chemical Romance. The first 2/3 of it was like the entire Black Parade presentation, like it was they were in character, doing like skits and stuff on stage. It ended with the dude who was like, I guess he was like a politician, but then like the Gerard Way's character had like humiliated him a couple of times, to which at the end of it, he murders Gerard Way's character and then has a bomb vest on. And I'm thinking, oh, it's just gonna be like, you know, showmanship, what have you. There were actual fireworks on it though. So you see boop, 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 like pop, 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 and then all the stage lights cut out, and then you just see the rest of the pops, and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, oh my God, that was awesome. And then they just did, they're like, I'm not okay. They're like kind of rest of their just normal hits. They didn't play Ghost of You, which made me mad because that's my favorite song, but is what it is. Other highlights were there is a band whose name I am forgetting. I will look up the set list here. It's like a female-fronted band, The Pretty Reckless. Or The Pretty Wild.
Pretty Reckless is good.
No, sorry, Pretty Wild. The Pretty Wild.
I don't know them.
Two female singers, and just their performance live, their singing voices were great. Their actual growls and screams were awesome. Very good stuff.
Good. I listen to so many people. I'm like, have I heard them?
Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't want Loudwire. I want the picture.
Bloodborne 2 isn't happening. At least I hope it does, though. It's here already.
I need Bloodborne 2.
We did not die. We were just close to dying.
Not me. Well, spiritually.
Yeah, no, we're all dying in our own ways. Mentally, emotionally, health-wise, spiritually. We're all close to dead.
So, Breaking Benjamin. Their show, usually they perform on main stage, which is like, you know, it's like they're big enough to do it, but then it's like they don't have their full stage set up. They performed on the like second biggest stage, but they were the final performance on that stage, so they got their full presentation. So it was like multi-screened and like a like multi-tiered band setup that like they could like walk up and down and do all this different stuff. It started with a Windows Millennium boot up on the screen with the green pastures, the blue skies. You heard the original Windows Millennium boot up noise. They access dial-up internet, go to LimeWire, pirate I Will Not Bow, open a Halo 2 themed Windows Media Player, start playing it, and then the screen obviously gets corrupted because they downloaded malware from LimeWire, and then they come out and do their stuff.
They know their audience.
Yes. Yeah, we're all old fucks. For Blow Me Away, they had a legit Master Chief cosplayer come out with the Halo 2 loading, like, level loading screen behind them. Just top to bottom, just like with the full presentation. Very good show. Let's see, just trying to look up at other different things. I was, where are they at? Not Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Coheed and Cambria, very good. Getting to see Welcome Home live.
They're good.
Welcome Home live.
So good.
That was
Their
one of the
new album
songs
was good.
me and my buddy Mason played all the time back in high school when we would do jam sessions and stuff. And my buddy Mason could do the behind the back solo. So actually getting to see that live, which I didn't realize he used a double neck guitar, because I was gonna be like, I'm gonna judge him if he doesn't do it behind his bed like my buddy Mason does, and then he has the dual neck, and then he does. I'm like, okay.
You got it. You got it this time, I guess.
Creator of the song.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty wild. What is the band that I'm thinking of that I can't remember? Maybe they didn't play that day. So then that was mostly Thursday with a couple of different things here and there. Every time Hawthorne Heights is there, I'm like, I just need to hear one song and one line of one song. It was just because my heart's in Ohio. I'm like, all right, cool. On Friday, Daughtry, very good. Just the guy puts on a very good show. Covered some Journey, which got a video. My mom's a big Journey fan, so got a video for that. Saw a little bit of Seven Dust. God, this picture is really small. Yeah, I remember Friday being like not a whole lot that I wanted to see. Then Saturday, didn't see because got sick.
Cough, obvious reasons.
But then Sunday was fucking packed. I missed Attack, or maybe they got canceled because of weather. Bloodywood, who is a heavy metal band from India, they were one of the best shows of the entire weekend, and I know they made a lot of new fans because as I was walking away from the show, so many people were like, "Those dudes fucking ripped, man! That was awesome!" Like they had never heard of them before, and it's they don't have many fans in their home country just because metal not big in India, so they kind of have to come over to the States in order to actually play stuff. They did the Baby Metal song, the collab song, as well as a bunch of some of their bigger ones. And Berlin, there we go. Got to see them perform live. They didn't play my favorite song either. A lot of bands that I like didn't play my favorite song, which made me a little mad this weekend. But
I mean, they probably got a catalog.
Oh yeah, they played their biggest hits, but Dismantle Repair, I wanted to hear it and they didn't play it.
That ain't it. They ain't.
And I hate it because you'd hope that not at least not the big festival, but more intimate shows, they do some of their deeper cuts.
Mm-hmm.
But so many times I go to these concerts and their 12 to 15 song playlist is still just playing the hits. Like give me
when you've
track
been around
6 off your 5th album.
When you've been around that long, it's kind of hard not to. I get it.
You can do 4. Okay, if you got a 14 song track playlist, you can do 6 to 8 hits, and that'll make people happy.
I went to go see Rain City Drive. They had 2 albums at the time. Ophelia is my song. I was like, y'all know Ophelia? I think the guitarist was like, Ophelia? It's your song. They play the hits, play a couple covers. Yeah. Get the out.
It's
but for festivals, it's just
you're
single.
You're gonna play the hits at a festival. I understand. You got 6 to 8 songs. You're out of there. You're competing with another band at the same time.
You're trying to get more people who've never heard of you.
100% cool with that. If I'm there as you are the headliner, and I gotta hear "We Own the Night" again, I'm not trying to hear it.
Other stuff that I saw, We Came as Romans. They always put on a really good show. Megadeth. It's one of those ones where just like before he goes away, before Dave Mustaine passes, you gotta see them live at least once. And the dude can still shred. Jesus Christ. Just solos up and down. Where did I just saw something else? Polaris. Oh, Conquer Divide. I got very sad. The girl who did the screams off of their most recent album, she left the band to start her own project. So she was not there.
I mean, that's the meme of, hey, 2 cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
so,
can you
but
do?
I did listen. She has like a couple singles out. They are very good. But obviously that means she wasn't there playing. So I'm like, man. And then I don't know if the drummer's like on a break or something. I see like a dude drummer come out. I'm like, hey. It's supposed to be a full female band. And then the bassist that they have to replace the screamer girl was a dude as well. It was doing the screams. I'm like, but the lead singer, beautiful voice, like live. Like again, you know, sometimes for like people that are really good singers, they might be hit or miss live. Absolutely amazing voice live. So they put on a very good show. And then the top two shows for that night, Electric Callboy, which I was hoping they'd play the Conquer Divide collab song. They didn't, because that was the same day. But they put on full good show. They did play Ratata as well with like Jumbotron baby metal behind them. And then the last show of the night was Deathclock. They didn't play Blazing Star, which made me also
crazy.
very sad.
Play that.
But
did they play Duncan Hill's Coffee? Did they play Awaken?
Yes, they played Awaken. I forgot to send you. They did the dueling solo from.
Okay, I'll take that. But you gotta play Blazing Star. Probably their best song.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
But they ended on very predictably Thunder Horse because that's their most popular song. But they did Coffee, the birthday song, Mermaider. There's something else that I'm forgetting too. The dueling solo, Thunder Horse. Excuse me, but obviously just full on shredding, and then just like in between animated bits, like fun bits and what have you. But yeah, I feel like I'd have to go to a real show to see Blazing Star. But overall, good. Oh, I will say the other thing, though, in terms of me forcing myself to go on Sunday. So, big thing with that weekend, too. Thursday, it was a 4-day thing. Thursday, it was like in the 50s. Just uber chilly. In terms of just like, and then like even chillier at night. So, like, hoodie was on. Sunday, mid-80s, humid as shit. So
and that was probably a factor in the sickness as well.
Yeah, so just like not only did I get whammy with that, I got whammy with sickness. And so a good chunk of the way through the day, it's like I had like a Mountain Dew in the morning, and then had like some drink. Had some drink.
And then had a Mountain Dew to wash down the Mountain Dew.
They severely, I think, underestimated. There was actually a Mountain Dew booth there. And I think it's like I'd like only noticed it later in the day Thursday. It's like, oh man, and they had like Baja Blast. They had like zero sugar stuff. I'm like, sick. Like I can not give myself crystals in my foot. And I go up there, and they had like little samples. They're like, yeah, we can't serve anything till 8 p.m. I'm like, what? I'm like, you have ranges of when there's no alcohol. It's not hard. Like, you can take a sample or two. I'm like, okay. And then, like, I go back the next day, and they're like, yeah, we until we get more stuff from corporate. I'm like, there's stuff in the coolers. Like, we can't sell anything in the coolers. I'm like, okay. Like, you guys.
For show?
Yes. Quite literally, yes.
Pick them up. They're wooden cans.
Yeah.
They're cake. It's not real. It costs more to make this wooden can than just buy a can.
But so like on Sunday, like before I got there, I had gotten a drink. They almost stopped me. I knew I was like not gonna be as energetic, so I have this thing that's like yay thick to like start, and it's kind of like a square thing. It's an extendable stool. So just like if I need to sit down somewhere. I have like just seating anywhere. Sometimes it's hard to actually find a place to sit at the festivals. And I was like, I had my smartwatch on, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm just leaning on the railing, and I feel a buzz on my wrist. And I look at it, and it's like, your resting heart rate is 140. I'm like, and of course, now that I see it, then I become aware of it, and I'm like, oh. No.
Oh, I need a do.
I like
Need to regulate this heartbeat with a dew.
found a spot to sit in shade. I'm just like, okay, we need food, post haste, and like hydration. Like I just need to go get a Gatorade, a Powerade, whatever. No caffeine. Not a caffeine.
No dew.
No alcohol.
Just
Hydrate.
A little, dude, just a little. Dude. I'll get one of those Mountain Dew donuts. I'll get a little nibble,
Stroke. So yeah, that was just like the thing for the day where it was just like every once in a while, just like would check the monitor on my wristwatch. It's like still at 100, which like I knew it'd be elevated because it was hot out, but like not that high. So that was the big thing, and then probably just that on top of everything else, my cold was like round 2, bitch, and then was dead for the rest of the week. But yeah, that was probably the most like exciting bit. The rest was just random family life, whatever.
Yep.
Anything fun for you guys?
Nope. Not
Great.
a one. My brothers are building an arcade cabinet
Ooh,
and of whatever.
with like a ROM box.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing all the ROM stuff.
Okay,
But yeah, they're building an arcade cabinet.
nice. All right, so on that note,
I've learned a lot of tricks in Vegas.
oh,
So many.
mm.
Just to make my job just a little easier. And it has, thankfully. So that's fun. That's good.
So when you get in your editing bag, AMV wise, you're gonna be cooking.
None of them will translate.
No, oh no! This is for one thing only.
Beautiful. So your podcastly reminder.
Beautiful.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. It's been so long. I'm fumbling my words. Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter. Stop
already.
Asian hate. Get your vaccines and boosters. Wear your masks in crowded indoor places if you're sick, like I was. Support Ukraine. Support LGBTQ rights. Support body autonomy. Pay your employees what they are worth. Fuck generative AI. Fuck bullies. Fuck genocide. And be good to one another. So I think for the 6th time we're winning the war. I did see
Yeah.
that today.
We haven't lost. It's only been dubs.
Yep.
The war is over and we have won and we are winning and it is ongoing and it is over because we've won.
And continuously growing, Cyber. Continuously growing list.
It'd be great if we could take anything off of it.
Yeah, it'd be beautiful. Other world stuff. World Cup is happening right now, so if you're into some good old footy, that's happening in the United States. You can't get tickets. No one here can afford them. No one here can afford them.
I've said multiple times that soccer is one of those sports that I will never seek out, but when it's on TV and I am walking past it, it enthralls me.
Yeah.
I don't, oh yeah, soccer. And then I'll sit down and watch it for an hour and then be like, oh yeah, that was great. And I will never seek out the sport.
To make a political statement of it too. So I was on Friday. They played USA played Paraguay. Yeah, Paraguay. And the dude who scored technically 3 goals because they took one away. Birthright citizenship baby. By the way.
Nope, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Ice around the block.
Yeah. So,
It's
star
so
player.
stupid.
Yada yada. Anyways, but if you're into soccer, football, there's that. The NBA Finals basically entirely happened in the span that we have been away.
Yeah. There was
Let's
some great series.
Break everything because we're animals.
The
Big
boy,
ups.
they have went crazy in New York.
What makes people? I don't understand it.
Excitement and mob mentality.
Yep.
But when you see somebody in a different team's jersey, you're just like, well, we gotta attack you. Not yell at you, but we gotta physically put our hands on you. An old man wheeling in a wheelchair, and they go try to snatch his hat. It's like, honestly, I don't understand it.
Yeah, that stuff No, don't do that. More the public destruction, property destruction.
Because they wouldn't be doing that in their own house. They wouldn't be breaking this stuff in their own house. Because I saw it was just like 63 people got arrested. There was a stabbing. There was a shooting.
Cars
All kinds
getting
of property damage. Just like clap, get something to
You just
drink,
had
get a
to be there,
burger or some
DA.
fish sticks, and go home.
yeah, wait for the parade.
What are y'all doing?
Why wouldn't they just go? Let's all put in for a bunch of clunker cars, and we're just gonna tip them over if we want to do some like that.
Because people in their cars are like, this is my living. And they're just destroyed. It's like, it's just really baffling, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the lead up to that, we had the Cavs versus Detroit, which Detroit pulled a Cleveland on Game 7.
Yeah.
That was a bloodbath. And then Detroit placed a curse upon Cleveland, and then we got steamrolled by the Knicks, which, now looking back to it, it's like, hey, we lost to the eventual winners. And just, James Harden cannot escape the playoff fraud allegations ever for the Cavs.
Which isn't fair, because even though you can take over a team and will them to the playoffs, you're more than likely not gonna win a title if you're just basically the guy on a team of other pretty good guys. No, I understand that, but I was thinking back to LeBron James when he was basically the only guy in Cleveland, and his second best player was like Kevin Love and Mo Williams, and there's like only so much you can do with that.
Well, even I think so. The first year that they went, both Kyrie and Love were injured, so it was his second best player was the Australian guy whose name I'm forgetting, Delly. So it's like that year, no. Then they won the next year, and then the next year, I think Kyrie may have also gotten injured, or Love was also injured, and then the next year, Irving wanted to get traded. I think Love was injured again, and then that was the infamous J.R. Smith debacle. DA's favorite, I think, picture from an anything NBA if LeBron just. But yeah, Knicks with the greatest comeback in a single game, I will say, in NBA Finals history, the greatest comeback of the series. Still,
that basically ended the series right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a morale killer, absolute morale killer.
You can't go back to the locker room and be like, yeah, we'll get them next time, guys. Like, no, you're broken.
Yep. And then last two things before most of the Summer Games Fest stuff. It has been been announced now that there's been the ongoing lawsuit that Nintendo/Pokemon has had with Pocket Pair, the makers of Pal World. It has been revealed that if they do win, which is seemingly now unlikely, they are only getting $30,000. The legal fees have had to have eclipsed that 100-fold at this point. Yeah, lucky to get, which is insane. And then the only sidebar thing from I think all the Summer Games Fest stuff of all the announcements is people shut up about Destiny 3, please.
No.
The chats top to bottom, even in the Nintendo Direct. Where Destiny 3? And the only
cats are the worst thing going when it comes to these reveals.
The only reason it's happening is because they announced the swan song of Destiny 2. And then you're absolutely shitting on Marathon, which good game, bad game is besides the point. The only way a Destiny 3 is getting made is if Marathon does well enough. Just because, hey, guess what? It's the same company.
Alive. But it's also bullshit. that the thing you don't like or you don't want is the thing that will allow you to get the thing that you do want. In the same way where companies will go, hey, buy a Spyro remake. And if it does well, hey, maybe we get Spyro 5. Maybe we get... And it's like, that's not fair, because if that Spyro remake is a bad game, like if it's glitchy and buggy and all this stuff, and that's the reason people don't want to buy it, it has nothing to do with the interest of the series. It has to do with you did a poor version of the game. But now you're basically obligated to buy it strictly to try to get that next thing. They may hate Marathon, but they may be forced to play it and spend money in order to get their thing, which I think is unfair. Destiny 3 should be its own thing, absent of whatever Marathon is gonna do.
That I agree with. They're not helping the case, though, of spamming everywhere.
And that's just not the way it works. It is going to be part of, hey, we got to get this pushing.
Yeah. All right. So, Summer Games Fest. Basically a full week of...
somebody asked about the Smash tier list.
Oh. At this point... Steve. It's Steve. It's just Steve.
Going up.
Steve S plus and the everyone else.
Bell's gonna be average next time, y'all. Just in time for the next Smash game, where she's gonna be either low or not in.
Yeah. Low or absent.
Yeah, boy.
Well, Mega Man, I think that is like purely on the back of Peanut. But we started off, I believe, with the State of Play, if I recall correctly. And I'm just going to go through these lists and what have you. I don't know if it's in the actual correct order of all the announcements, but we had Ace Combat, new Ace Combat. Looks pretty good. I've never played an Ace Combat game. It's always seemed like Ace Combat and like a few other games where it's like you need the like $2,000 setup of the whole cockpit like type stuff. We have a prequel to Dave the Diver, Boncho the Chef. That I'm stupidly excited for.
It looked fun.
I just love that like some people have like, you know, more realistic sounding voices, and Boncho is just still the just the uber deep sound. We had a new trailer for Control Resonant. Still looks very good. Trailer for Dune Awakening. If you want to play it, there's that. Trailer for Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. I wanted Dynasty Warriors 4, so it's the first one I played. I'm going to skip the next one because that was the last announcement. They had a new update for Marathon, which again, boo, 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 boos were in the chat. We had new character announcements for Marvel Tokon. We had Doctor Doom, Magneto, Carnage, and Green Goblin. Steve Bloom is voicing 2 characters now, right? He's got Wolvie and Goblin?
Yes. Carnage is all I cared about.
Yeah.
And I now get a game with Miss Marvel and Carnage. I'm going to be playing this game.
Man, that game looks very fun. Voice direction is great as well. It was Magneto. I was just like, ooh.
He had those like flourishes.
Yes. Just the lilt in his voice. You made promises, Doom. I'm like, ooh, he put some steak on that.
Yeah. It's like, yes, this is these are based off comic book characters. Ham it up, please.
Get in there. And they're all doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Team Doom is Team 211. They're all Carter's just snarling and he's high-pitched and it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
We had a gameplay trailer for Wolverine. Looks good. Looks very
Looks
good.
bloody.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't like that his clothes heal. Just let him be naked.
I mean,
at
what
the
can
end
you
of the stage.
do?
Have him be naked.
Apparently, it depends on the type of damage, because some damage will leave him with his clothes still tattered after the fact.
Had a new trailer for Ill. The game looked good on that first trailer from however, like a year or so ago. Still looks good. Looks horrifying as shit. As long as you still get to kick weird, creepy baby zombie dudes. We had Kimori, which is the Ikumi Nakamura, the like super hyperactive Japanese lady. It's her new game. Looks pretty good. No Rest for the Wicked, which was from the makers of Ori and the Blind Forest. New trailer for Onimusha Way of the Sword. Looks good.
Woke. Woke.
For what?
The wokeness there is that they're dumbing down the game for the normies and the journalists, because there was a demo that came out with it, and somebody put out a video where they're just tapping one button and kind of winning. So then somebody else went to an old Onimusha game and just tapped one button and was winning.
The old mixtape, huh?
Yeah, legitimately. So they're just like, hey, this has always been the game. Shut up.
Yep. Phantom Blade Zero, which I'm forgetting. I remember kind of the gameplay trailer, but I'm not quite remembering it.
Same.
Was a trailer for Rayman Legends Retold, which didn't realize it was a top to bottom remake until after the fact. Game looks real good, but it's a theme I think some people are not happy about in terms of more remakes. New trailer for Silent Hill Townfall. Again, looks creepy as shit.
Yep.
Well, woke.
Woke. Black
Pigmentation
guy, woke.
in melanin in a person's skin. Woke.
It is woke.
Yeah, woke has truly been co-opted by a bunch of fuddy-duddy white people and really transformed from its original meaning.
Internet chuds. That's what I'm calling them.
Internet chuds. Taking more black language and perversing it. Canceled was a black thing.
Mm-hmm. A new entry in the Stuntman series, which I believe hasn't seen.
It looks so good.
And I don't think 360. I think was the last generation that it was on.
Yes.
It has been a hot minute.
Yeah. Where's my burnout?
That's what I thought it was to start, but then they had like all the license stuff. I'm like, no. And then the Stuntman comes out. I'm like, okay. I mean, hey. You got Star Wars. The Lost Wild, which I was assuming was like a Jurassic Park game, but it's like, oh, you are just survival horror with dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You should do more of this, please.
Mm-hmm. New trailer for Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Looks very good. If people say woke for that, because it's been heard the whole goddamn time. Fuck off. Until Dawn 2, which...
Shocking.
Yeah.
It really feels like they had whoever the developers for this one was. I don't know if it was the originals, but it really feels like they had a game in mind and they started working on it and got like 95% of the way done.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went, "What if it was an Until Dawn 2?" And then they were just like, "If that's what it takes to get it done."
Yeah. And then the final game, which was God of War Laufey.
Whoa.
There we go.
Is there a woman in there?
Yeah.
The main character's a woman.
Woke.
It's
Woke.
the mom.
she
Even
doesn't-
worse, it's a mom.
Whoa.
She doesn't look like a 15-year-old in the body of a 38-year-old.
With like immaculately caked on makeup after dying.
Yeah. flawless skin? Why are there crags everywhere?
So outside of all that, the game looks fucking awesome.
It looks amazing.
The aerial combat, like I feel like they like took a step towards like Devil May Cry Bayonetta, like not a full step, but a step towards it, and I like it a lot. I love so they introduced like a couple different characters. The sword has these like enchanted ribbons, which I'm forgetting their name, but then there's like a gelatinous cube named Frank, spelled like PHQU, like very like abstract, and I love it. And it's what's his face from The Boys.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah, it's Jack Quaid from The Boys. and I love Deborah Ann Wolf. She's an amazing actress.
Yes.
So the game looks fucking awesome. Internet chuds, shut up.
Shut up.
No.
I'm so tired of so many discussions and discourse just being boiled down to woke. You can't dislike a game that is perceived as woke because then you're just lumped in with these idiots. You can't like a game that's perceived as anti-woke because then you're just lumped in with these idiots. There's people that are gonna love Stellar Blade's gameplay, but they can't go, I love Stellar Blade, because then you're automatically a gooner chud. Because these people have just invaded the space and loudly screaming to drown out the rest of the voices.
Yeah, I wish I had isolated just you under your breath going, I can't play a game unless it's a white man. Would have been a sound alert immediately. Yeah, the God Afterlife isn't, because like you can Zeus, like all the gods he killed could be there, which is sweet. But yeah,
her just going through having to pick up the pieces of the mistakes Kratos has made in the afterlife.
Yeah, I just like some of the like pictures I saw too, where it's just like them like at her funeral pyre, or it's just like, may you be at peace.
She's in a better place.
May you be in a better place. Hard cut to her, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's awesome.
Do you think there's an actual argument about not liking the game? Potentially, the combat is too removed from what we've gotten from the previous two God of Wars.
Story could be shit.
Story could be bad.
Side characters could suck. There's multiple legitimate things that could be a problem with it.
You don't like the banter of the cube characters.
You just want to finish the story of Kratos and his son and not actually divert. You're diverting time from that into this, which I may not potentially like.
Exactly.
Could be a fairly short game. It could be a real like Miles Morales situation where you think you're getting basically a full game, but it's actually like a 4 to 6 hour adventure.
She's a woman. Legitimate.
Yeah, there's always things to talk about in the game that could be detrimental to a person's interest or what they want from the game.
Enjoyment of the game.
But it's all drowned out because these dummies.
Yep. All right. So that was Sony's overall very good showcase. Next we have the
people think it's bad because Xboxes was so good.
Yeah. Next up we have though the
bad one.
We'll get to that. Next up, we'll get to the summer games. Some of us might have slightly differing opinions on that, but you know.
Oh, I don't know how.
So, the actual Summer Games Fest happened. I didn't actually watch it live. I heard there was a lot of technical issues.
Yeah, there was a lot of out of sync things. So they'd be showing a trailer. The trailer audio would end, the trailer would still be playing. Then you cut to Jeff talking, and it's just like out of sync, and
Gotcha.
it was just not great.
So I think this is technically...
somebody did a screen record of one of the reveals for Capcom's big reveal.
Mhm.
And they just cut that out and uploaded it, and it's completely glitched out. Like, it'll just stop moving for like 5 seconds as the audio is going, then it'll speed up to catch up, that type of stuff.
Beautiful. So I'm actually going to go in reverse order because I think our favorite announcement was actually the first announcement. So we have the official reveal of Final Fantasy Remake 3, aka Final Fantasy 7 Revelation. Obviously, the game just looks good, at least to me. I know you are not a fan of Final Fantasy 7. The biggest thing was Roy Mustang now voices Sephiroth, which basically a recasting of, I'm forgetting the actor's name, but Travis Willingham is taking over the role of Sephiroth. I want to say this might be one of his biggest video game roles. He had...
Maybe.
If you count Thor in, like, Marvel Avengers, but, like, it's Marvel, like, it was slated to be a big game. But I don't know if he's ever played, like, a main villain. So, make Final Fantasy great again. So we had that. We had Street Fighter 6 Year 4 DLC. The characters...
It's 3 new characters, and then the guest character.
Arjun, Bosch, and then Tifa from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, I mean,
yes, big thumbs up.
They design them up. Where I'm just like, okay, am I in? You give me a rough and tumble fight, girl, I'm in. That's all it ever takes. She got a scar on her nose. She about that business, and I'm about her. So let's go.
Too bad for Tekken. Oh, because people were wanting Tifa for Tekken.
They got Baki Man, which is so out of left field.
I forgot about that. Which I even like. I haven't even seen a gameplay of him yet. It's just he's coming. We have a sequel to Stellar Blade Blood Rain. New girl.
Too anti-woke.
Yeah.
Too anti-woke.
I do
Her
like
face is so young.
Yeah. I do like though that she throws hands. I did like that about the gameplay.
If Eve was about like finesse, like ballet-esque, she's a brawler.
Mm-hmm.
She's throwing hands.
So weirdly, I need to actually play Stellar Blade in its entirety. However, I beat the final boss because my girlfriend was struggling with the final boss and she had me beat the final boss. So I had to learn to play the game on the final boss. Gameplay was very fun of the, like, you know, half hour that I played it to beat the final boss. So I knew I needed to play the first one, but at least from what I saw, new one looks good. Power World 1.0 is officially coming in about a month. We get to go to the tree, finally. It's the thing. But, you know, at least in terms of cinematic trailer, obviously new pals are coming, new areas, maps getting bigger. We have that. Attack on Titan 3. I have not played those games, but I have heard very good things about.
They are very good games. Very, very good games.
Mm-hmm.
The balance is all over the place, though. It is lore accurate, where it's just like the Ackermans are just like one-shotting people, and then you got just mid-tier people who have a skill that's very good. But if you just want pure damage, you got to go for the Ackermans. Levi is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first game was
Bonnie Potato Girl.
Sasha, she's
Sasha. Sorry, is her
that
special ability? She gets shot in the back.
Spoilers, I guess.
Yeah. It's been like 2 or 3 years since it ended, and even longer from that episode / chapter. We have a open world racing game from the developers of Forza, called Clutch. If you like racing games, it looks good. Also, Hot Wheels Infinite Rush. if you like racing games on the child side of things. Monster Hunter Wilds getting a new expansion, though at some point 2027, so it's a ways away. But that's happening. Get to like go to Sky Islands and new monsters and stuff. We are getting a single player story-based Among Us game. Among Us Story on Guard, where you're basically a guard on the ship you're basically solo solving the murder mystery of an Among Us game. Blood of the Dawnwalker. I think there was a trailer for this from some announcement a little like while ago. But it's from some people who made Witcher 3. Looks very akin to Witcher Combat and what have you. So basically, if you like The Witcher 3 and you don't want the new DLC for The Witcher 3, which is happening, I forgot about that. That was announced over the last couple weeks. We're getting another DLC for Witcher 3, which is like a 10-plus-year-old game at this point. Star Wars Zero Company, Star Wars XCOM.
Yeah.
Believe it.
What do you want?
It's Star Wars.
Lords of the Fallen 2 got a platform announcement coming to most consoles, Steam, what have you. We have a 3v1 asymmetric multiplayer Saw game, Saw Genesis.
That could be fun. It could be interesting.
Yeah, throwing some traps down that they have to escape. Depending on the gameplay, it could be very interesting.
This one I actually didn't have a trailer for here on the page that I'm looking at, but 1666 Amsterdam, which is apparently from one of the original creators of Assassin's Creed. That one I don't know about, but that's a thing. Expansion for Mafia: The Old Country,
which I am currently playing and is a good game.
Okay. I've heard good things there too. RuneScape Dragon Wilds. I didn't know RuneScape had a new game like at all. I thought it was just a very, very old crappy game that was free to play on PC.
Same. I thought it was like a 30-year-old game that just keeps going.
That's being released on September 15th. A trailer for Virtua Fighter Crossroads. I really like how this game looks.
It looks very good. This is really going to set a fire under other fighting game developers for their single player stuff.
No one's doing like as uber realistic as this one, and usually I'm not a fan of like trending too far into the realism category, but I think for a fighting game like this, and they still have like, you know, specials and like
fantastic stuff.
Like elements here, but just like the movement looks clean, just everything about it looks super clean. It like, I'm not a fighting game guy, but like I was just like, this looks really damn good.
Virtua Fighter is like the purest 3D fighter that has ever been.
Pure fundamental.
Yes, there's
like
no
8 karate people, and there's just like, I do karate.
You get hit, and then you gotta like wiggle your stick to get up quicker so you could recover. There's counters all over the place. You're not getting like a dragon punch, a wake up dragon punch. You just gotta eat.
Yeah, Cyber, same. I have only played Virtua Fighter in RGG games in the arcades. Guild Wars 3, which is a big time MMO that I think hasn't seen a sequel since like I was in college. Guild Wars 2 I think came out when I was like in college or like just getting out of college. So it's been like almost 15 years. So there's that. A third-person shooter game from was it former Call of Duty devs? I'm hesitant to say that the gameplay was real. It had a tinge
understandable
of fakeness to it, so we'll see.
Real vertical slice stuff. In the same way that when we saw Watch Dogs 2, it was like, this looks incredible. It's just like, is it gonna look this way?
We had a third-person Gundam game somewhere Ralph is creaming himself. petting the model kit he has to his direct right of his desk. We had, I think it was mostly a CG trailer, but we saw the first look at The Last Ronin, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games.
Yeah, that they announced like 2 years ago.
Yeah, coming from Platinum Games, makers of Bayonetta, Nier Automata, Ninja Gaiden, etc., etc.
Binary Domain. Oh wait, were they Binary Domain? Who was Binary Domain? I love Binary Domain.
And you've got an easy system already built in where you can just switch between the 4 turtle styles and that one turtle. So
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
I feel like that itch hasn't been scratched for you in a while.
It most certainly has not.
The makers of Yakuza made Binary Domain? What the
Oh yeah. RGG.
Okay.
Game called Hacks or Hayx. I think it was mostly, from what I saw, a CG trailer. It was like cool sci-fi things. Not a lot going on. We had a new trailer for Stranger Than Heaven, which is the new RGG game, with a fresh set of controversy. Or just like, all right, new stuff, good. Tupac?
Tupac is weird.
It's gotta just be a fan that's a developer and just like, can we get Tupac? And they got Snoop Dogg. It was like, can you call the estate? And the estate just like, yeah, $2 million. Put him in.
Which,
and then he's just in there.
I realized too, I guess they're under flack because they actually have a dead Japanese actor also in the game, which is getting a lot of controversy from Japanese audiences. Which, at least, so there's a lot of stuff like that like came out because of this Tupac thing. So I feel like RGG took the necessary steps, contacted the estate. The estate said yes, yada yada. It's like, from what I have read from RGG standpoint, they did the right thing.
Yes.
Turns out, the guy who's running the Tupac Shakur estate is shady as shit. He is in an ongoing lawsuit with Tupac's sister on mishandled funds and enriching himself via the estate.
Yep.
They have stated that it is not going to be an AI voice. Hard stop.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, which way, Eastern Man? AI, archive footage, or impersonation?
Impersonation is the best way to go.
Yep. So, yeah, there's, I'd say most of the stuff surrounding the estate is mostly with the estate itself, not the fact that RGG contacted the estate like they were supposed to.
Yes.
Let's go, white guy. I need my black actors to be portrayed all by the wrong race. For legal purposes, that was a joke.
Nah. Clip it.
Get in there. White Static. White Panther.
What?
Oh yeah, Shuri woke.
What one was this? There's a game called Blood Message, which is like getting a kind of action adventure game set in like the Tang Dynasty of China. Just kind of looks like another game. We had a full gameplay trailer for the next game from the Shadow of the Colossus maker. Gen Atlas looks fucking awesome. Give me that game. Just sci-fi Shadow of the Colossus, except you control the Colossuses and sometimes climb other big robots. Just nom. Give me that shit in my veins. We had an announcement for Alien Isolation 2.
Look, oh yeah, that's gonna be a great one.
You enjoy that one.
Oh my god!
I'm not touching that one. We had a very, very classic side game for Cuphead called Mighty Cuphead Adventure, and then an announcement of a new Cuphead sequel that is being made. So that will be coming soon. And then what was the first game, but the most important game, Resident Evil Veronica. I could hear BG screaming from Ohio.
Boy, it is a good thing I was stopped in my car when they announced that. Because the beating my wheel took, my steering wheel took, was something.
And I like how they framed the trailer too, because you see a V and then RE. That could be 5. Like,
Yeah.
They trolled with that. But then you saw the like gate from Code Veronica, and just like, all right, Claire Redfield, and it's like, and like,
So
and like they've announced things. It's like, we're gonna have to change the story a little bit to like fit stuff. It's like anything you want to change.
yes,
For the most part,
yes.
that game has a lot you can fudge with.
1,000,000,000,000%. There's a fantastic game buried somewhere in Code Veronica.
Yes. I love Code Veronica so much, it makes me want to merge without looking. Oh boy.
And it was the worst because I couldn't see it. I was just listening through it through my car, so I'm not like
Wait, no one
I'm
else
not
could
gonna be
either.
like,
It was glitchy as shit.
Responsible driver.
yes.
I saw somebody on their screen. They just had a YouTube video. I'm like,
What
ain't nobody else in that car.
But I was like, when they said Claire Redfield, I was stopped in red light. I looked down, it turned green, and then I started going.
Beautiful.
Yeah, DA, okay, phrasing, shut up.
All right.
Crazy,
So-
because the complete opposite reaction for Kingdom Hearts, where I was just like,
Yeah, that's the crazy
Okay.
part.
Well,
was
it's
literally just
roughly. We'll get to that. It's roughly the same stuff, and then it was just like there's no date still.
Yeah, they didn't show any Disney people that are gonna be part of it. They showed a little bit more combat.
they
You're still
showed
in the
Roxas.
You're still in the same area. Like there was nothing to that
It
announcement.
was basically just like, hey, the developers are not dead. Okay.
The game is progressing.
Dang, here.
It truly was a dang here of an announcement.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now we have Xbox. Going through. I'm getting flashbanged by this page. Jesus Christ. Just like, okay. Not on the page. On the page.
Oh yeah, that's some bright.
So we have. I am very tempted to get this Xbox. Because I do want a fridge Series X to like, that's like the last console I want to like currently complete my collection of consoles that I want to buy. And just the fact that it's the classic Xbox, like see-through
looks
stuff,
good.
I'm like, so there's that.
That looks good.
It does look good. We have more Elder Scrolls Online content. Woo! There are some people that I follow online where this was their biggest announcement, which you had alluded to it kind of earlier. A brand new Spyro game. How long has it been?
I'm gonna say 2008.
I wanna. Because I'm not gonna count Skylanders.
No, that's not part of it.
No.
I'm gonna say 8.
Dawn of the Dragon was 2008.
Oh my god! It's like I know a purple dragon or something.
So roughly 20 years by the time it comes out.
Boy, it's amazing. All these old games keep coming back, huh?
Yep, that's the end of your sentence and your thought.
It must be
Moving on.
because I have
There's
nothing
to complain
on
about
my
there.
end.
There's nothing to
announce.
cry about, nothing to complain about.
Hey, hey.
Everything that should come
Code
back
Veronica.
is coming back.
You got Code Veronica.
And
I'd
that's
rather have
all
Dragon.
he ever wanted. He never wants for anything else. He told me that himself.
expansion for Age of Empires 4. If you like Age of Empires, there's that. Had a new trailer for Fable. Basically,
Looks good.
Looks good.
Woke.
Of course. I saw Jack of Blades. That's all I needed to see. I don't think we had seen him yet in a trailer. I'm just like, yeah.
The main villain gave off an amazing speech.
Yep.
Amazing.
One of my favorite villains in a game, just ever. Had a new thing for Halo Campaign Evolved, where we're getting a few like prequel or I don't know if it's I don't know if it's prequel. I don't know if it's like prequel to Halo 2 missions, just because the suit's different. But new content in the game as well. Announcement of a third-person mode, which I actually do like, just because the original Halo was originally developed as a third-person game. It was not a first-person shooter. So that should be pretty fun. Trailer for Metro 2039. Looked very good. More content for Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know.
Well, it is what it is. I'm shocked they don't have like a I'm shocked they don't do like a Fortnite-ish thing where they just go, we're gonna have our real over here, but you can also play this special mode where you could just fly around Springfield or something.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Monitor blanked out for a second. New season of Sea of Thieves, but the big thing with that is...
I'm sorry. Halo woke. Keep going.
Bisexual Sky.
Yeah. Halo woke.
Fun.
My bad.
Sea of Thieves with the new season has basically Forge mode from Halo. You create whatever the fuck you want. Which I think for that game, very good idea. New Minecraft Dungeons game, Minecraft Dungeons 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 stuff. Gears of War E-Day looks really damn good.
I've never been a Gears boy, but it looks good.
Gears?
Gears boy. You've never been a girl boy.
Just because, like, you know, with, like, even the transition from 1 to 3 and then some of the sequel games, they never really, like, super updated the cover mechanics. They roughly were the same. The fact that you can vault, climb stuff, jump over stuff, the sliding, like, they have revamped it a lot while also keeping a lot of the core stuff intact. Ralph, you are unretiring from streaming to play this game with me.
Yeah,
it's happening. Big happening. That one I will skip. A new Senua game just titled Senua.
Yep.
Coming out. I still need to play those games. That is a mark on my gamer card that I have not filled.
I will not call them fun, but they are interesting.
Okay. New DLC for Doom the Dark Ages. If you like those games, play it. I just haven't been able to play them since they did Mick Gordon dirty. Clockwork Revolution. Bioshock-esque looking game. Looks good. They showed off State of Decay 3, which it's been a while since we've seen that game series, but that was a Xbox staple for a little while. Crazy Taxi, which... unfortunately, from what I have heard, might have AI assets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They already talked about it. The 3 companies that have talked about it recently have been Capcom, have been the Crazy Taxi, and has been the Tomb Raider.
It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look as heavy as the normal Crazy Taxi.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer itself looks... the sheen of AI is on it. Even if it's not AI, the sheen of AI is on it. And I felt the same way about the Tomb Raider game, honestly.
All right, we have Vivarium. That one I don't remember. Apparently it's a life simulator. But trailer for Castlevania Belmont's Curse. BG, your line, your cue.
Oh, woke. Sorry.
There you go.
I started watching. I started watching the Crazy Taxi trailer.
Okay. Game still looks very good, but of course, female protagonist.
Woke.
Trailer for Where the Winds Meet. I feel like the last couple times I've seen it, it's definitely had a sheen of like fake gameplay on it. This one looked real.
Okay.
It's like a lot of there's like a lot. I feel like I see a lot from like Korean companies where there's like so many of these particle effects that are all over the place. I'm like, this doesn't look real. There's that. Valar Mortis, which was the first person where it's like Napoleon is like apparently like demonic, and you're just like a dead soldier constantly being revived to serve Napoleon and his empire. Looked interesting. Excuse me. It's going through. Oh, we had the game where you have to successfully make a cult called Join Us. That looks really good. Wulong 2, Wings of Ember. Looked interesting. Bad Magpie, which essentially looks akin to Untitled Goose Game. Where you're serving like some weird meteor being by like grabbing and stealing stuff, but looked interesting. A new Plague Tale game called Resonance. Looked interesting. And then
It looked good.
And then the biggest thing for all of us, Persona 4 Revival. Looks real good. Seemingly
Good.
has the golden content, which is I think is the mistake that they learned from.
The necessary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shocked they didn't put Persona. I wonder if I don't know. Did they truly build these games from scratch, or did they look at the original source code for these things
Mm-hmm.
and they just had no way to implement the portable content?
Mm-hmm. And then a teaserist of teaser trailers for Persona 6.
It's an announcement trailer. It's coming.
It's coming.
So what do you think the over-under is for seeing gameplay before we saw it for Prime 4?
Under.
Okay.
We will see gameplay of Persona 6 before the end of 2027.
I was gonna say late 2027. They want to give Persona 4 a little time to breathe so they're not eating their own lunch. You don't want to announce something that looks better than the current thing that you're selling. You got to get the money that you're gonna get, and then be like, okay, now that you've had that,
And I could see them dropping it late 2029, early 2030.
Mm-hmm. But from what I'm seeing, that's it for the Xbox stuff. Their big thing too was just like we're focusing, trying to have exclusives again, yada yada. This lowering the prices, and then it was just like announcement. They did not skimp on the developer
It's
journey
got a
for
little
making this
something
game.
for everyone.
Exactly.
There's been a lot of discussion about consoles because, of course, people that own PCs, they're not getting PlayStation games anymore, at least single player ones, and they're real mad about it. It's like console exclusives are like anti-consumer, and I can't believe this type of rhetoric is being spit when the purpose of exclusives is to get you into their ecosystem and buy their consoles because they make the vast majority of their money locking you into their ecosystem, so they get that 30% of sales of other games.
Yep.
So the subscription models and all of that stuff, they're trying to get you to buy their console. You do not get the game if you do not want to subscribe to the ecosystem. It's different for something like Microsoft because Windows is also part of their ecosystem, so they do not care. But Nintendo, they have no need to go into the PC market. Sony tried to dip their toe in it. The games didn't sell. They want people to buy their consoles. There you go.
And then finally,
Cyber, the people that are talking about Marie are cowards. Straight up.
Oh yeah, no. I've seen a lot of Marie's here. Why? Shut up.
Cowards.
she's been saving Xbox. Honestly, obviously we had a lot of concerns where she came from the AI division, but so far has been pretty good. The new head of Xbox. Then we had, some might argue, the best for last.
Ooh. One may argue.
Nintendo Direct.
The CEO of Nintendo is like oh, we got cooked.
We must do better.
So
They're just gonna start the next conference. We're sorry.
We're so sorry, everyone. As an apology, everyone gets $1 Nintendo eShop.
So we have Rhythm Heaven. People love the Rhythm Heaven series.
Why
so.
would you start the conference?
You gotta start hype. You gotta start.
It wasn't hype.
You gotta hit the ground running with what everybody's been waiting for.
Oh my god! Why would you start this way?
It's ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys, sir. It's a sandwich. You get the good stuff on the outside, the good stuff in the middle. Let's go.
Oh my god!
We had Onimusha being announced that's getting a port. Dragon's Dogma 2 getting a port. Stellar Blade getting a port. New trailer for Orbitals. That game does still look very good. I'm excited for that game.
The Nintendo Switch 2 has really been propped up, and I said this in the Discord, by third party. And I don't mean in terms of sales, because like I told Gavin, I don't know what the sales are. I mean in terms of we do not have games right now. But thankfully, all these games from previous generations can now come over here.
They have two main first party, second party, whatever you call it, games that I would say, like, I could argue buying the console for. Donkey Kong and Pokopia.
Okay.
Mario Kart.
I think I mean, this showcase just really exemplifies it, because like 70% of the announcements were games from other consoles can now come to Switch 2.
Rayman Legends Retold. One Piece Grand Gourmet. They're getting DLC for Pokopia.
Hey, hold up. One Piece Cooking Mama might be in there.
That looks pretty good.
It's like $20. I mean,
that looks pretty. It got a lot of references and people's hats and food dish and lamps and couches and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We have DLC for Pokopia that's coming out, and it's going to be like waves of it, new stuff, which I like the game a lot, so I like that. We saw a bunch more gameplay stuff for Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, which that's coming out in September. Deltarune Chapter 5. People love Deltarune. So people.
My coworker, the second I sat down with, I got Deltarune.
Some DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza and some like Mario stuff. And then there's the Donkey Kong Challenge thing, which I think they did for Mario like a couple of years ago, if I remember correctly.
That looks interesting.
The Vampire Survivor tie-in sequel Jujutsu Kaisen thing.
Where did this come from?
I was interested until they were just
I would assume.
Oh, yeah, fight for survival in the last thing. I'm like, that took away my hype.
Lords of the Fallen 2 coming to Switch 2. Lies of P coming to Switch 2. Devil May Cry 5 coming to Switch 2. Big Walk coming to Switch 2. Every single Xenoblade game in existence coming to Switch 2. Which my one coworker was just like, the one that they released for the Switch was the definitive edition. So we're getting the definitive edition.
Yeah, because they're changing some stuff.
And they're adding
some stuff.
I will say, so DA, you've played Xenoblade 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so I don't know if you're like me, but as you're walking around the game, the map that you're on is like, there's fog on it. And then as you walk around, it clears the fog. And I'm an insane person, and I have to clear the fog on the map. The lake is the most annoying one to do that because you have to swim around this entire stupid gigantic lake multiple times to get the clear. As soon as I saw those like super high speed scooters, I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry. It'll get done so quick. Yeah, all 3 Xenoblades coming to Switch 2, and all of that leading up to a new Xenoblade game, Xenoblade Genesis, coming out in 2027. Looks pretty good. The game's always, I mean, aesthetically, just looking at the world, you're just like, God, this looks fucking pretty every time. Some might argue, not me personally, but some other people might argue the most hype announcement, which was Nintendo's Switch Sports Resort.
There's definitely some people. Literal minutes of thumb wrestling. Minutes.
The funniest thing to me, just because like usually these like Switch, like any of these like mini games are couch co-op, so like you're not playing over online or what have you. Just the mere. Hold on, Vamp, for a second.
He's gonna get to it soon, but Muramasa the Demon Blade looks so good. I remember playing that on the Wii. I was just like, yo, I completely forgot about that.
Vanillaware is bringing it to PC. That means they might bring Odin Sphere, which is my jam. They might bring 13 Sentinels, which is my jam. Unicorn Overlord was pretty fun. Let's get it.
So, like, you're gonna have 2 people with your Joy-Cons that are gonna be like doing this when like, and they're gonna be right next to each other.
Fun. That's so fun.
Or you could just be like,
yeah, sir, can you charge up your thumb in real life?
Can you get power-ups for your thumb?
That's so right. That's so right.
Can I buy a $13 DLC skin for my thumb? Sir?
Yeah. Are you gonna have Mario's hand as your thumb, sir? $7, please.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time on thumb wrestling. So a bit more game.
An inordinate amount of time. I don't know what the thought process was for.
The thumb wrestling thing aside, stupidly, a lot of people like those games. Like,
it's totally fine. It's perfect for soccer moms and families and little kids. It's perfectly fine. And there's some people that are in their 20s and 30s and 40s that are going to derive entertainment. And it's totally cool.
Streamers, VTubers.
I have no issue with you seeing the new Wii Sports essentially and getting excited for it. Good, yeah. Totally cool with that. I don't want to see 8 minutes of thumb wrestling. I just don't.
Poorly dubbed over thumb wrestling.
I was telling my coworker this. I hate gamer banter so much in these showcases and trailers. Just like, oh my goodness,
you almost got me that time.
Yeah, we're almost there. It was the same thing with Rainbow Six Siege. And they're like, cover the flank, and I'm like, I'm not trying to hit it. This is not
Watch my 6.
It would be like, you dumb piece of crap. Why would you go fire it in like that?
Slur.
I'm not trying to hear this bullshit gamer banter when I'm listening to it. Oh, you almost had me. Oh, good job, good game. Nah, you dumb cuck. How dare you run into the right? Why would you select that operator? We are lowering our chances to win, you idiot. Not, oh God, hey guys, they're coming here from the, no!
Just on crappy, like, microphone. Fuck!
Baby crying in the background.
Legit, music blaring. Hey, mute. Hey, can blah 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 mute their mic? Shut up.
Your mom's a hoe. What the fuck?
At least my mama here.
Darky.
How your mama leave you? She had to give birth to you. How that happen?
Almost got me there.
Rainbow Six Siege coming out this fall.
Charge up my thumb for this next attack.
Ooh, oh my. Yeah, no, don't give me that.
Going through the rest of it, a little bit more stuff on the new Star Fox game. The game actually looks pretty good, damn good.
The aesthetics, though, man.
Yeah, the aesthetics are rough.
Cartoony. I don't need this realistic fox and frog, man. Come on. Y'all gonna be you getting people in there from the Mario movie, which were that Fox was super stylistic and it's and then you got all these people coming from Smash again, stylistic, and then you go, well, we're going realistic. Why?
For the VTuber thing. Purely. That is 100% why they're doing it, so that you can do the camera thing where it like mimics your movements.
Disgusting.
100% that. Gameplay wise, though, game looks good, and I do like the added story stuff that they're adding to it. Realistic Fox and Falco for Smash 6.
This skin would be nice.
2.5D Final Fantasy game, new Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy Resonance. What I would argue outside of the thumb war was probably the worst like thing that happened. They had a trailer for the From Software game, The Dustbloods, and it was like 7 stills of characters and then nothing.
And then playtest coming.
Yeah, it's
cold alpha. Like what?
How about you show some of what you could playtest? Just because at least the Wii Sports thing was gameplay. Yes, it was a thumb war, but it was gameplay. Had new Dragon Quest Monsters game shown off. Some more stuff for Splatoon Raiders, which is the new single-player Splatoon game. Updated port for Minecraft, which is just the modern version of Minecraft, just because the Switch 2 can handle the stuff. Warhammer 4000, Space Marines 2. Ported to the Switch. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3. Ported to the Switch. Make sure to transfer your save now, because that cloud version is going bye-bye.
It's gone.
Is it already gone?
Yeah, it is not purchasable anymore.
Okay.
If you already own it, you have X amount of time. I think until 2027 to transfer those saves until that's gone. But yeah, if you own it, you can play it right now, but you cannot purchase it anymore.
And then Kingdom Hearts 4.
Get cut, Switch 1 owners, I guess.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 4. Basically, the big thing that I thought of this, I'm just like, Nintendo? And it was just basically just to announce it's coming to Switch 2. But just like out of all the different conferences, this was the least likely one I thought we would see anything of Cage
but
for.
To be the most fair, it was also the weakest Kingdom Hearts footage you could possibly have. Showing that on a PlayStation when they've already announced it for PlayStation, it would be like, this was not worth the wait.
Yeah.
But this is basically a port announcement while also showcasing some newer stuff.
And the only thing that just like is obviously we still know like absolutely nothing about this game besides that like he's in a realistic world. But seeing like civilians and Sora defending civilians, I was like, that's new. It's interesting because usually it's just like
big building and then he's blocking and I'm like,
yeah. It's because it's like for the most part it's just like the Heartless come and it's just like, hey, everywhere we are is abandoned. No casualty risk at all.
But it's just all about how long we spend here. Is it going to be a third here, a third with
Mhm.
them trying to get him in the actual Kingdom Hearts world, trying to get into that world, and
Mhm.
then the last third is going to be a mix between finishing up things over here and then going back over there.
How much does
knows,
Tetsuya Nomura get to actually do Final Fantasy 13 versus because that is what he is doing in this game. And then finally,
Can you hand me
It
that
was-
pillow real quick?
it was
Which one?
leaked.
The biggest pillow. The biggest.
Oh. The official confirmation, because it was leaked, of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Like, you freaked out about Code Veronica in your car. I was at work, so I had to, but I had the stupidest grin on my face. And just stifling, actual joy. Just because, obviously, big Zelda fan. I'm biased. We all know this. But Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time. It's the game that made me a gamer. There's actual sentimental value and stuff in the family. So, the actual glee I felt, I was 10 years old again when I saw that trailer. Which is why I cannot judge this Nintendo Direct fairly.
Crazy.
It is the Zelda is real. Nintendo hire this man looking.
But yeah, I will play this game. If you were gonna ask for what's your objective opinion on this game? Objectivity is impossible for me when this game comes out. It won't happen. I'm going to sit
Objectivity
here.
would have always been impossible.
Questionable.
Industry plant.
Agenda. You have an agenda with this.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
No, everyone's biased. Everyone has a bias.
This is something.
This is an agenda.
Yeah, this is again my favorite game of all time. Just to my core.
And once again, I'm simply asking for it to be a bad game.
Of course you are.
Because that is the funniest outcome.
Of course you are.
As you're just shaking, pretending that it's good.
On stream,
On
just
stream.
oh guys, here comes this oh, this is it. Oh, they don't look the best, but that's okay.
Why you're not supposed to be able to hit it front on? It's supposed to be only on the. Oh,
this is gonna be changes.
camera? Oh.
Honestly,
Voice acting, I don't.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's the part that made me smile the most. Was because the monologue is the literal opening monologue of the game. When you boot up the game and boot up a new save. So just hearing that voiced was what made me a stupid kid again. Just
One button Ocarina playing. I need to press
Autoplay?
the button.
Yes.
You
Select
gotta
from
wave your arm. You gotta blow it to the mouth. This is stupid.
select from a list for the ocarina. I don't even need to input it.
I need a do.
My heart rate.
oh man, I'm having palpitations right now. Where's Baja?
My heart do.
My heart do.
The cold one.
Link looks ugly. I am.
You can't tell this mom nothing.
Yeah, you gotta understand. That's what I meant by Nintendo hired this man, because that 3D Mario, that Unreal Engine 5 Mario came out, and somebody was just like, Nintendo hired this man. So it's a real Focus M-esque thing where it's
Until I actually see him up and moving in the game, because he's just laying down. You can't really tell too much.
CGI thing,
yeah.
not actual gameplay.
Yeah, just until I see that, I'm reserving judgment
a
of it looks
hip-hop
ugly.
remix.
Oh, man.
But
AI. Oh, boot the game. It's just this game contains 50% AI. Oh, it's not 55%, so that's at least good in that.
so in terms of the judging the stuff.
Cover shooting.
Nice.
That's not.
In terms of judging,
Zelda.
In terms of
judging
8 out of
all these
10.
directs, starting with Nintendo, trying to be as objective as possible. I said good. I understand in terms. I think one of the big things that hurt this too
What a
was the leak.
smelly mark.
what a mark.
What a
Well, I will say
mark.
because like
Leak
if-
or not.
Oh,
You're
What-
a mark.
What?
Even no
I am.
point
I'm not.
talking there, man. What a
I'm not denying
mark.
that.
He was blowing
But the
through
impact
all
of
these
that
whatever
announcement for
games.
the Ocarina of Time, people knew it was coming. So you definitely lose a lot of oomph from that. But there were a lot of remakes, a lot of ports. We had Fire Emblem stuff, the Final Fantasy game, Ocarina of Time, Genesis. I'm not gonna count KH4 just because that's how long until we see that. So there's like one hand maybe going on 2 new games, and then there was a lot of ports and stuff. The only thing that I would say that the only people that I could see making an argument that stuff was worse is internet chuds might say PlayStation was worse because Laufey, but that's about it.
Yeah, it was pretty woke.
Yeah.
So that's,
But
that's
sounds
bad
that
automatically.
Nintendo was the worst out of all of them.
Yes, it was aggressively mid.
Better for others than some. Next up, probably Summer Games Fest, and this is because I'd say
Summer
all
Games
3 of
Fest
them
just
are.
happened.
Hmm?
Oh, you're talking about the conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Xbox was the best.
I don't know, because
Xbox was the best.
all 3 had stuff that you could put up or down. That one's tough.
I
I'd
don't
say
think it's
all 3 of them were good to great, for sure.
Xbox #1 with a bullet. Fable, E-Day. It was
Persona.
It was great. Persona, yeah, it was great.
But Summer Games Fest had probably your favorite announcement.
Yeah, of course. And yet I can go in without an agenda and say
What's that like?
Xbox One was simply better.
I can say all of those are better than Nintendo's. But
You're calling it good. That's the problem.
But yeah, Sunset and Zelda's woke are not woke enough. I don't know, man. You're a
Let's
dude, and
definitely
you have to
some
save the
level.
princess who's helpless. Seems pretty manly to me.
Yeah.
You know what? She cross
turning
dresses.
into
Woke.
Sheik.
Yeah,
Yeah.
woke.
Yeah.
Yep, woke.
She's trying to be a man.
They're
Forgot about
shoving
that.
it down our throats.
Yep.
All right. But unless you guys have anything, we've been going for a while.
Nope. James Bond game, good.
Masters of the
that's
Universe bombed.
That's it. That's the next game.
Obsession did the opposite of bombing.
Yeah,
Oh, Obsession.
I've been hearing nothing but good things about that movie.
I mean, that was made for $30 in a rubber band, and it made 800 mil. That's crazy.
Obsession is a very good movie. It's probably gonna be my second favorite movie of the year so far, at least.
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna do Avengers? Isn't that coming out this year? It's
So
number one?
far, I
Number
said
one?
no. Avengers is not gonna be number one.
It's gonna be a spectacle.
It's gonna be a spectacle. If it hits my top 10, I would be shocked. I haven't watched Project Hail Mary
I've heard
yet.
good
That's
things
gonna
about
be a
Project
number
Hail Mary too.
one. Good luck, have fun, don't die is my number one right now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Factman. What you got?
30 facts about explosions.
Bluey.
The award-winning AMV Baboom was created.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hey,
Okay.
this is a podcast of nothing but award-winning AMV editor.
Best in show.
Best in show.
Now it
As
is.
it should be.
Yeah, nothing but award-winning AMV editor. 3 for 3.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Jesus.
8, 11, 12, 23.
1.
1, 8, 11, 12, 23. 1, 8, 11, 12, 23.
8.
Oh, me.
A Minnesota man in 2011 was arrested for attempted murder after converting a sex toy into an explosive device intended as a gift for his girlfriend. The device contained a trigger mechanism which he intended to detonate remotely while the device was in use.
How would he know? Unless he was phone saying, "Hey, yo, call me when you use that shit.
Put
Yo.
that shit.
Let me hear it." Perfect. Go Bluey.
Say goodbye.
Hey, remember when you cheated on me with chat? Kabloom.
Hey, you know what my favorite AMV is? A baboon.
Hey, you
Don't
know what the
insert
Costco
me
guys
into this.
say? Boom.
Hey.
That's one big boom. Oh yeah. Oh, there's gonna be 2 explosions here. One when you're nutting, one when I'm blowing you up. Kabloom.
We're about to come and go.
Jesus. Oh. Boy. Boy. Maybe we should take another month off.
What a crazy thought to
Just
even do.
an elaborate plan.
If you just trying to explode her, just put a bomb in her room. Why it gotta be all that?
Yeah, blow her car up, cut her brake line. That's like hate.
All right. Terms of streams for this upcoming week. Tuesday, I believe we'll be wrapping up Pragmata. We are pretty darn close to the end, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a very good game so far. Capcom has been kind of fucking killing it this year.
They've been on its hair.
And then I think next up we'll do James Bond.
It's
Right
a
here.
good game.
Good game. Are you available this Friday?
Yes, I am.
Hmm.
Oh, you're talking to BG.
Friday. I should be.
Okay. I will tentatively. I will double check my schedule.
Yeah. You
And
think
see-
only 2 people needing to get together would be fine, but
yeah. No.
no.
Yeah. We'll see if we can do the wrap up of No Sleep for Konami Date doing all the Easter egg stuff. So, actually, DA, what DA? Play AI.
He ain't doing that. Well, he should, but he's
I mean-
so focused on what he's doing right now.
One day, maybe. Like I said, next year was gonna be my games year, but I got a lot of catching up to do.
There's a lot of catching
Who knows
up to
if
do.
I'll even be able to do that. This year was supposed to be my anime year, and
Couldn't.
4 hours, 40 minutes. All right. But until then, and then I'm assuming revisited stuff for you guys.
Yeah, regular revisited. We are trying to decide our stream. We have a couple of things. We have an auction stream where they bid channel points to decide what video we watch. They give us the link. We watch 1, 2, or 3 minutes, depending on how many channel points they won with. Or we're doing Stand to Win, where we listen to 3 different win or sin channels to see which had the worst win or sin for that one, and then it goes up to like 20.
Gotcha.
It's so fun. Listen to these mobs. Somebody gave a win to The Last of Us 2 where Joel was like, the sequel to Jurassic Park wasn't as good as the original, and the guy was like, just like this game, and then he gave a win to it. What's the win for? Why did he get a point? Oh, it was infuriating. When he was doing the astronauts, and he had nothing to say. Oh, it was infuriating. So yeah, that's fun.
There you go.
Oh, Borderlands. Yeah, we might. All right.
I think we decided on the things that we're gonna do.
Did we? I don't remember.
But, you know, it's always up in the air.
Voice actor, dang. Scenery shot, dang. This guy was in this thing, dang. Oh.
Oh wait, hold
It's
on.
all bad.
Oh,
hope it
my
doesn't work.
files are messed up. I had the ding on my
The
soundboard.
state of
Oh
you.
Lord!
I haven't
It's been
touched it in
7
so long.
weeks. It's been 84
Take that out of context.
years.
All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We should see you next week.
Should is doing a lot of work there.
It
Heavy
is.
lifting.
Yep. Bye-bye.